Imagine posting one video that goes viral and sells out your clothing drop. Well, after working with over 350 clothing brands, I've seen what content works and what doesn't. And in today's video, I'm going to show you not one, but 7 viral Instagram posts that sell out drops in record time and how to recreate them for yourself. Starting with post number 1, the way you've been taught to post about your products just doesn't work anymore. Back in the day, you could take a photo of your garment on the floor, hit post, and if your product was good, you'd get sales. But now there's just too many good products out there. So how it looks just isn't enough anymore. You need interesting content as well to make it sell. So content idea number 1 makes your products absolutely addictive to look at, and it's called the product loop post. The brand Trico does this especially well, and the best way to explain it is just to watch. So take a look. Wait a minute, could you tell that it restarted? Well, that's actually why this video works so well, because you can't tell where the loop starts and ends, and it causes you to watch over and over again. And here's the cool part. The more your community watches, the more views you get, and the more Instagram shows your product to more people. So how do you make one of these for your own brand? Step 1 is to pick the song. This is what makes your video fun to watch. So on Instagram, you can actually search something like hip hop and switch the category to only show audio and pick any track that you like with a clear beat. And then step 2, we need to make the video satisfying. And the way that Trico does this is by adding camera movement to every single clip. If you watch the example again, it all flows together so nicely, like it's one seamless video. And so when you go to film this for yourself, make sure you add some movement in every single shot in the same direction. Then in the edit, line up each shot to the beat and it'll start looking quite satisfying. But we're not done yet, because next you need to make it a loop. And this is where most brands mess it up. So listen really, really closely. Take the last shot of your video, duplicate it and put it at the start, but in reverse. So most editing softwares will have an option to just reverse it. And then when the video finishes and starts again, that reverse clip connects perfectly with the last one, and it feels like the video just never ends. Post number 2. Most brands never sell out their drop because their email list is just far too small. But whenever they try and grow it, it doesn't work because no one really cares, and here's why. Your offer sucks. And what I mean is that you're probably telling people they can join to get 10% off a product they don't even want. And this just sounds desperate and makes your brand look unattractive. So this brand does the opposite by making a video where they give you reasons why you should not follow them or join their email list. So yeah, they literally talk you out of it. And this is called a pattern interrupt, because when everyone else is trying to convince you into buying, they do the opposite and interrupt your expectations. And so here's how to do this for your own brand so you can go viral too. So step 1 is to hook your audience in 2 seconds, because if you don't grab attention straight away, no one will keep watching. And so you can just steal the hooks that I've written, something like, don't follow our brand if you hate X, or please don't join our email list if you're this type of person. And then step 2, say who your brand isn't for. So describe the type of person who shouldn't follow you and make them the opposite of your ideal customer. And then step 3, flip it and say who it is for. And now you clearly describe your real target customer so the right people feel seen. Finally, finish with a simple call to action. Something like, if you're the second type of person, join our email list so you don't miss the next drop. That way you're not begging for followers, but you're filtering for people who actually buy. Post number 3. There's a brand that used the video I'm about to show you to pretty much guarantee a sellout before they even announce starts to drop. Let me explain how. So the brand's called Mutimer, and before every release, they'd post a reel where the founder explains how they made the product they created and why. It's basically a behind the scenes explainer video. And because the people got excited about the purpose of the product, not just that it looked cool, and the videos performed really well, and it actually allowed them to build an insane amount of hype before a drop had even been announced. And so if you want to create this behind the product video for your own brand, you must first choose your angle. Is it a problem or a process? So the problem is what design issue your product is addressing. And if there isn't any, then the process is about the development from idea to finalized garment in hand. For example, Mutimer noticed that most shirts on the market were tuck-in shirts, but no guys were really tucking in their shirt anymore, but they still wanted to dress up. So they released a men's button-up shirt that was cropped, and they solved this specific problem, and they made a video about it. So this is a problem focus, but if your video is more about process, talk about what did it take to make the product and how many samples did you go through, or what changed from version 1 to the final piece. Either way, you're letting people feel the thought and effort that went into what they're holding. For step number 2, you need to film 2 simple shots. First, the main talking shot. Set up your phone or camera on a tripod, sit and stand in good light, then read your script talking directly to the camera just like this. Then you have your cutaway footage or B-roll. And these are the photos or videos that support what you're saying. So if you're talking about the process, show different clips of samples, early designs, or manufacturing. Layer the cutaways over your talking shot so the video feels high quality and engaging, not just you talking to the camera for 30 seconds straight. Post number 4, the way you're currently shooting your products with random models still works as long as you don't care about building a community. And here's why. Your model shoots are impersonal, purely product focused, and honestly just look corporate. But this brand, Colorplane, did it differently. They wanted to build a community even with product focused content, so they stopped using random models and instead featured real people from their audience by name and turn them into characters for the brand. Check out this carousel, for example. The girl is the model wearing the hoodie, but she's also the focus of the post, as in the caption they wrote a little blog about her story. And it's this type of content that does 2 things at once. And the first is to show the product, obviously, but 2 is to show what kind of person wears it and is part of the community. And that's why I call this the Customer Spotlight Lookbook. And here's how to make it for your own brand. First, choose the right person. So pick a friend or micro influencer who has good style and actually lives out your brand message in their daily lives. For example, Colorplane's community is made up of stylish creatives. So the people they feature are all different types of artists who also love fashion. Step 2, shoot in a location that matches the brand. So don't throw them in front of a plain studio backdrop if that doesn't fit your world. If you're a skate brand, shoot at the skate park. Or if you're a gym brand, shoot with some gym equipment. This is how you use the location to show the environment your community really lives in. Finally, you're gonna post it as a collaboration. This means your carousel will appear both on your account and your model's account, which helps you reach more of the right people who are likely to buy. Post number 5, check out this short fashion film. It got 1.4 million likes on Instagram, but most brands never get to this stage. And if you don't fix the mistake I'm about to show you, your fashion films will never work. The reason why is simple. So many brands don't make their films for social media. They make them as if they're going on a big cinema screen. Because imagine you're going on a month-long vacation and you can only really take one small backpack to fit your clothes in. It'd be impossible to travel without your bag overflowing. But many brands treat their fashion films in the same way. They try and fit what should be a 90-minute movie into 90 seconds. And before I show you how to make videos that do get you views, I'm going to play you the film that got 1.4 million likes so you can see what a good one actually looks like. And after watching it, you see what I mean, right? It's so simple, but still engaging. And they're using 3 intentional techniques to make it work whilst also selling the product at the same time. And the first technique is to figure out the main feature of your product. Does it keep you warm, dry, or just make you look good? Whatever it is, you need to show that detail in your film, not just say it. And the way to do that will become clear in the second technique, which is called a one location problem. This is where your character faces an everyday problem that's so simple that it could happen in a single location. In the film I showed you, the main feature of the product is that it changes how you look. And the one location problem is that he's running from the police and therefore needs to use the puffer as a cool disguise. And then finally, you want to add a twist at the end so your film feels interesting and a bit unexpected. The easiest way to do this is to think about what everyone would normally expect to happen and then just do the opposite. For example, you'd expect the two police to have enough intelligence to recognize the criminal, or at least I would. But instead, they have no idea and run the complete wrong direction. And it's a simple twist in one location, but it makes you smile and remember the film, not to mention the product. Post number 6. There's a problem most brand owners face leading up to a clothing drop. It's that building hype is way harder than you think. And the reason you fail to sell out is because your customers don't actually feel hype unless it's right in front of their eyes. So to fix this, one of my clients made a post where they took DMs and comments from customers raving about the brand and turned them into a carousel. And he took some screenshots of customers saying things like, "When is this dropping?" and "I'm going to be buying again." And as a viewer, it makes you feel like the brand is actually worth caring about because you can literally see the hype. But how do you make one of these DM carousel posts for your own brand? Especially if you don't already get lots of comments or messages of people raving about you. Well, you can go fishing for them, as I like to call it. And all this means is to post something unreleased on your Instagram story with text like, "What do you think?" or "honest thoughts." And by poking the bear, you prompt people to share an opinion. So if your product is actually good, you'll start getting DMs and story replies from people hyping it up. But then you just screenshot those replies and compile them into a carousel post on your feed so everyone can see the buzz before your drop. Post number 7. This one's definitely my favorite because it's so simple that any brand can make it in less than 30 minutes at home, and it instantly makes your drop feel more premium. So imagine you're at a restaurant and it's one of those fancy ones where the kitchen is open and you can see all the chefs working. When the food comes out, you trust it way more. You're not stressing about whether it's dirty or if the kitchen is a mess because it's all right there in front of you. And big brands are using the same techniques as these restaurants to build trust with their audience before a drop. So check this out. This brand Umbro made a simple carousel where they show the product with some little annotations all around it, breaking down the details and why they matter. And it really feels like you've just walked into the kitchen of the brand and they're showing you exactly what went into making the product you're buying. So to make one of these product breakdown posts, start by printing out an image of your garment. Then you need to make us care. So grab a pen and write directly on the page with short notes about the most interesting details and why they matter. Stuff like hidden pocket for cash or thicker collar to keep its shape. Once you've finished the page, take a clear photo of it on your phone and post that along with the original professional images of your product. Not only does it build trust with your audience because they can see the thought behind the product, but also it just looks really cool on your grid. But here's the thing, if you actually want to build a community of superfan customers, they have to fall in love with your brand, not just your product. So watch this video next where I'll show you a content strategy used by brands like Cortez to build a cult-like following.